All right, it's time to get back to the outhouse and get that finished so that we can start using it. What I'm doing right now is I'm using a steel backpack sprayer to apply a mixture of peppermint essential oil and neem oil and water. This will help repel mosquitoes and kill ticks. Pretty terrified of ticks. So I have to get rid of this tree before I can actually get up to work on the outhouse. And it's small enough I could just pick it up and rotate it if it wasn't wedged between a bunch of trees. It's a lot longer than you might think. You see, I keep checking to make sure I haven't gotten a tick on me. I don't think they're as bad out here as people say they are, but I don't want to take a chance. All right, let's head in. And I'm going to apply that same solution up here just so that I don't have to worry about the mosquitoes attacking me because they are pretty bad that day.
It's really hard to see that, but that dark blob in the middle is a bird's nest, and there are birds living in it, and that's the side wall of my outhouse.
So first things first, I have to take off that blue tarp. That is how we secured everything over the winter, and it kept everything really dry. It's just a really cheap tarp. It wasn't an expensive one. I was impressed. And I'm just gonna secure that into place. And I had gotten the board hoping to make like a fulcrum and lever and lift that up a little bit. And then I tried to get in through the side, and I'm bigger than I think I am. So now, measure. I think I turned it around the way I did because I wanted to have the lip on my left. I'm so excited I got to use that Craig saw guide there. It really helps if you're doing big cuts, especially if you have to stop and start again. And here I go. When I first put that up, it was straight, and as soon as I went to go do the first nail, it shifted and I didn't notice. And the flannel shirt went back on because bugs were bugging me. You know, it takes a lot of nails, and the bad thing is going through that that T111, it's really, really hard. It's like going through concrete sometimes. And so not only do I not have a lot of experience hammering in nails, but also the T111 was resisting me, and I bent almost as many nails as I actually successfully installed. Here I go, measuring for that other side. Using that guide again. Most excellent. So that piece actually did get on straight. Okay, and now what I'm doing is I'm taking 2x4s and I'm putting them up there, and I'm tracing the back up against the roof line so that I can do that angled cut without having to measure and do angles. I watched an episode of The Essential Craftsman where the gentleman was saying every time you take out your tape measure, you have a chance for a mistake. And here I am trying to figure out how to do that angle where you pivot on the end. There we go. And I've marked it so I can remember that I have a 5-pitch roof.
So it's pretty cold out. It's probably mid-50s right now, if that. And it's going to rain. At least it looks like rain, and the weather report says it's going to rain. So that doesn't stop the fact that I have to get this outhouse done. So I have come down and I will work until it starts raining. Meanwhile, I don't like to boil chicken inside my trailer because condensation in a trailer with no vents. So I got to get some chicken and rice boiling for the dogs because Jazzy's not been feeling well and the vet put him on bland diet. So I'm going to cook the chicken out here while I work on my outhouse. Let's see what I can get done today. Making Jazzy some chicken. Working on killing mosquitoes. The light is still lit in there. Alright. So now, let's see what I'm going to do.
Right, now your skill saw should have the ability to turn it to an angle, and that is what I have done with mine. And several of your more common angles are actually marked there. Didn't go quite far enough. I don't know if you can see, I've actually numbered the pieces, number 4, number 5, so that I can remember which spot they go in. This wasn't really smart of me. I should have gotten a second clamp.
I'm choosing a drill bit that's a little smaller than my nail because I have to make a pilot hole. I was going to use a palm nailer, but I can't find my palm nailer. It's brand new in the package. Can't find it because moving across the country and having no place to put things makes it hard to keep organized. So anyway, what I'll end up doing then is just drilling a pilot hole so that I can toenail some nails in for the what we'll call the gable end studs. I think I need some new drill bits.
I got some new drill bits. I'm also going through pre-treated lumber there, and it seems to be a lot harder than just the plain, I think that's fur that I'm using there. Now I'm just setting them in place to make sure that they actually fit. And here comes the hard part. Even with the nails already started, you'll see that as I'm pounding those, they're coming off of from directly above the stud that's below them. My intention was to have them lined up. So in future, I will know to cut a board as a stop so that it doesn't go anywhere.
That was the easy side because I have the concrete back there to put my ladder on, and now I've got to go do it with a wonky ladder.
By the way, the tall side of that outhouse is 10 feet high. And I know that 10 feet seems like overkill. My husband is 6'6", and he just did not want to cut down 8-foot boards and have one side be 6 feet tall and hit his head.
Well, they're a little crooked. I guess I need to fix number 2 there and make it straighter. Although, I don't think so. I think it'll be fine. After all of that, I just found my palm nailer. I was planning to do my Z-flashing, but I don't have a single roofing nail, and that's what I need. Small nails with a wide head, or short nails with a wide head, to put on my Z-flashing, so that then I can do the rest of my walls. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my window.
This is really hard to do, just so you know. I have almost no space inside this outhouse. And I'm just using a very dull drill bit to drill through so that I can get my sawzall in there. I keep having to reposition my ladder, and finally decided to come out and do it. It's so much easier out here. Not that it's easy, because the sawzall is large and cumbersome. When I do the windows on the tiny home, I will use a jigsaw. I have one. I just have to take it to get blades, because I don't know anything about blades for a jigsaw. Alright, and here I am measuring and snapping chalk lines for the siding that goes on the actual side, the same side that has the window. For some reason, I've cut it off to its correct height, but I didn't bother cutting one of those to its correct width, so I ended up doing it later. Another day. Made the most mistakes doing these angles. I ended up, this one was supposed to be for the front, and I did it backwards. And you can't use that guide at an angle, so I had to do it freehand, but there's a little laser light.
So now I'm going to start working on the door. There's not a lot I can do as far as putting things together until I go get some more hardware tomorrow. Specifically, nails. So I am going to go ahead and just start cutting things down to the correct size.
This is a little sheet of 3/8 plywood that I picked up just 2 days prior, and I had it covered, but I had it standing up instead of flat, and the humidity, moisture in the air from the rain warped it. But I've cut out the best piece of it for the door and laid it flat again. So it's fine.
All right, so it's been a couple of days. I had Sunday and I went into town, went to church, did some errands, came back and just relaxed for the day because Sunday. Then yesterday, Monday, I had many errands in town that I had to do, appointments and things. Officially became a resident of the state of Michigan. Got my new driver's license and everything, so that was fun and satisfying. And got my physical for the new job. So now it's just I have to wait for my background check to come back, and then I'll have a job because I don't make any money on YouTube yet. But I also picked up nails while I was in town, so I'm going to be able to get this Z flashing up so that I can then get the rest of my siding up. And once I do that, then I also bought some 2x6s because I realized we made a sub fascia, but we didn't make a fascia for the roof line. And so as it is, the roof line would not extend out as far as my siding. So let's go ahead, flip the camera around, and get to work.
Yes, the first thing that I had to do actually was cut off the spot on that door jamb where the T111 was crooked. And I'm actually going to glue it to the top so that my Z flashing will run across there without buckling. And there's a reason that the outhouse is the first thing I built and not an actual house. I'm learning how to do this. Never built a thing in my life. cut my arm doing that. All right, so now I've just tacked on that piece of T111 that came out of the window, and now it is holding my other piece of sheathing on. Made it a lot easier, a lot more secure. When you're a woman working alone, brute strength is probably not how you're going to get things done. So you have to find a way to use leverage or braces or brackets or whatever. Now you can see I've tacked 2 2x4s up there. We're going to put on the fascia boards. But my T111 siding did not go all the way up. I somehow mismeasured. And so I'm cheating. And I am letting that fascia board go a little bit lower, and that is going to hide a multitude of sins. I have also pre-pounded a bunch of nails so that all I have to do is hold that up there and start whacking. I was on the phone with my husband while I was working. And this is me pounding left-handed. You probably haven't noticed I have a big old bandage on my middle finger because I had gone back to the trailer for lunch, and while I was there, I opened up a cabinet and something fell out and cut me pretty badly. It was the outdoor storage of my trailer, and something heavy fell out and got me.
Okay, I'm at a standstill. Right now I have the fascia boards up on both sides, but I can't put the soffits up, and I can't build the door because all of the screws that I thought I had, I think they ended up back in Washington when we went back last year. So I am going to set the outhouse aside, and there are a few other projects that I need to work on. So for now, thanks for watching. God bless. And remember, no matter how old you are, it is never too late to start.